thank you. Thanks for coming out. I love Ann Arbor. I've been having a great time. I say that here with no sense of irony. The last time I came out here, I had a really good time. It sounds just really cool. So you guys are very lucky to live here. Anyway, so here we are again. This is The Alphabet Manliness, the extended edition, the book that a lot of people didn't think would happen, least of all was my mom. There's a quote on the back of the book that's true. It says, I didn't raise you like this. Why are you like this? Your father's not like this either. This is terrible. The first time my mom read my writing, she cried. There's a quote on my website. It's actually on bash.org. I was chatting with my friends live, and I was telling them what happened as my mom was on the phone, and I believe the last thing she said before she hung up was, "I wish I would have died and not raised you."
Oh my.
Oh, that's like one of the nicer things she said. I got an interesting mom. That's a whole other book, actually. Anyway, so a lot of people ask me, like, why this book? Why the extended edition? Why now? And when I wrote the original book, I wrote it in about 6 months, and that's a full 6 months. I didn't take any breaks. I didn't take any holidays or anything, and it was just a lot of work. And I missed my deadline 4 times. It was just, the schedule almost killed me, and I still had way more stuff to do than I could. So I wanted to include all that information, all that extra material in this book. And I also missed my deadline this time around as well, by about 3 months. My editor would call me up, and he'd be like, "Hey, actually, it's pretty funny. He left. I have an answering machine full of messages from my editor, barking for the material. I'll have to do something with it. It's really funny. He has like the same voice, the same rhythm, the same cadence every single time. It's always, "Hey Maddox, this is Richard. Just calling to see how everything's going. Beep. Hey Maddox, it's Tuesday. This is Richard. Just calling to see where the material is. Beep. Hey Maddox, this is George. It's Thursday." And there's like 20 messages from my editor. Anyway, I got the signings have been really interesting. I signed someone's face with my crotch the other day. Some dude came up to me. He's like, "Hey Maddox, can you sign my face with your dick?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure how I would do that." But like I improvised, and I put a marker in my fly, and I scribbled all over the guy's face. Walked away. "Thank you, Maddox." Get a sticker. Some dude in Portland, like his friends coaxed him into taking out his eye. They're like, hey Maddox, do you want to see this dude's eye?" I'm like, "Nah." And before I even answered, his eye was out, and it was like this little like latex thing. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And his friends were like, "Do you want to smell it? It stinks." I'm like, "No, no, I'm good. I don't want to smell your stinky eye, dude." I stepped on a lot of faces this time around. I headbutt a girl in the ovaries. I would love to. Then I punched a lot of people. I kneed a lot of people. I ruined some kid's toy unicorn. Scribbled all over some kid's coloring book. There was some dude who came up to me. This kid was like really weird. I think it was in San Jose or Philly. This kid came up to me. He's like, "Hey Maddox, you should make the next book out of metal." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, dude. Yeah, maybe I'll make it out of maybe I'll bind it in human flesh." He's like, "No way, man, because that way you'd be ripping off the Necronomicon." And I'm like, "Yeah, good point, dude. Maybe I'll make it out of titanium." He goes, "No, metal." Like, okay, now at this point, like, the kid's creeping me out. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll make it out of metal. Here you go. Anyway, I got some hate mail I wanted to share. I've been getting a lot. I've been archiving it for a long time. Even though I haven't been posting it, I have been reading it, and I would like to share some with you. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm Armenian, and occasionally I'll get an email about being Armenian. This one is on being Armenian. It's from Adrian McCoy. Subject, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking dickhead. Go back to Armenia, you bitch-ass punk. So I guess that one's racist. I get a whole class of email, a whole category of email that's from my biggest ex-fans. So they're like, they love me up until the point that I insult something that they like. And I guess in 2004 I wrote this article titled "The Top 11 Worst Songs of 2004," and all the songs came from one album. It was U2's "How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb." It was just every track on the album. And this guy was pissed at me because one of the tracks was this tribute that I guess Bono made to his father, who was dying from cancer. And that's cool, but it's not rock. I don't, when I think of rock, I don't think of like a teary ballad for someone dying from cancer. It's just not rock. So I kind of called him out on that, and this guy wrote to me and said, "I sincerely hope you or a member of your family dies of cancer." And that was all in caps. All the best, fuck you. Occasionally I'll get an email from someone who I won't necessarily know. Actually, I'll know exactly what the email is about just based on the name of the person who sent it. This one is sent from "Fuck Your Sexist Shit." And they may, some of these people like make assumptions about things, like points of view that I might hold based on other points of view. So this is what this is. "You're a sexist asshole. Women do not exist only for your viewing pleasure. Lesbian sexuality is not for your arousal. And just because you can make a woman come does not make you Jesus." I don't even know how to reply to that. I guess I would agree with the last part of it. Then every now and then I'll get a piece of hate mail that's from somebody that just seems like normal hate mail, but then they'll show their hand. Let's see if you guys can guess which article I wrote pissed off this guy. Someone's from stjimmy@fuse.net. "Maddox, reading your site makes me think you're a whiny, fat-ass virgin who lives at home in his mom's basement. Shut the fuck up, dumbass. It's not everyone else's fault that you hate the world and everything that doesn't fit your needs, you egotistic prick. Plus, it's not my fault you're too fucking ignorant to use a Mac."
One thing you Mac users can't do.
I typed this entire thing on my iPod Touch. Haven't found a handheld PC creation that doesn't fuck up. Yours truly, Mac user. I like how his point is that I'm too stupid to use a Mac. And then he ends it with Mac user, as if I couldn't tell. And then every now and then I'll get an email that I don't know what it's about, but I'll know the age of the sender. This one is from Nakia Johnson. The subject is "Veggie in Progress." This entire email is written in caps. "Sorry to tell you," the letter U, "but when you're scarfing, SCARF-EN, down that burger, I will be enjoying a all-natural veggie burger, and maybe if you at 1 to you wouldn't have all that weight. Anyhow, animals are animals are meant to be friends and not food. Thank you for your time, if any at all. Thank you for your time not. By the way, 13 and still have more intellectual brains than you can respect. R-E-S-P-A-C-T. R-A-R-E. Decisions, and stop making fun. Oh yeah, you just got told by a 7th grade 13-year-old. Then I do occasionally, like, people ask me why I don't post the fan mail, and it's usually not as interesting, but I do occasionally get some fan mail that I want to read, and things on a little bit of a lighter note. Here's some fan mail I got. This one's from Dr. Jones. Subject: Hey Maddox. Hello Maddox, I just wanted to say that you're a sand nigger. That's about it though. Your site kicks ass. Keep up the good work. Some fans out there. Anyway, I want to open it up to some questions. I can answer some questions about the book, the upcoming webisode, and also I should mention that we have some prizes to give out today. For anyone who dressed up, or if you impress me somehow, I have like some gift bags. In the gift bags you get pretty cool T-shirt. It's like a tour T-shirt. You get a poster. You get 2 pieces of beef jerky.